You've decided that you want to grow your business by referral and you want to go networking to make that happen. And you're wondering where to network for business. Hi, my name is Tiffanie Kellog, and I am excited to be here with you today as we explore several different conversations in support of where to network for business. We're going to be talking about what is a business networking group, as well as what are different kinds of business networking groups. Then we're going to talk about business networking groups near you. What are the best business networking groups? And are business groups even worth it? So those are the conversations we're going to share in this video. Now, if you're raring to get ahead, one of those conversations later in the video sounds better to you, in the description below, you can actually click on the time for the different chapters and it'll take you right to that section. Otherwise, let's dive in. So what is a business networking group? I think we should start this conversation with networking. What is it? So let's look at Incentive's definition of networking. Networking is the process of developing and activating your contacts to increase your business, enhance your knowledge, and expand your sphere of influence. It's interesting. Oftentimes I'll talk to people, why are you going networking? And they're like, I want to get people to buy from me. But as we look at that definition, I don't know that that's really inherent in the definition. Yes, we do get to develop the relationships, but I think if people go networking, thinking they're going to direct prospect, hey, do you want to buy from me? Hey, do you want to buy from me? Hey, do you want to buy from me? We're really missing a huge opportunity to connect with the people out there and develop stronger relationships. Most people don't go to networking events wanting to buy things. And so if we go to sell, we call that the networking disconnect. Now, what I do like to do in networking events is work on building that know, like, and trust. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to get somebody that I've never met before to know me, like me, and then trust me all in one networking event. That would be quite massive, but it does give me the opportunity at least to start the process of the know, like, and trust. When it comes to business networking groups, we actually like to talk that there's 7 different types of networking organizations out there. And I thought I would explore the different organizations with you so you have an idea of what they look like. During Incentives Ignite Your Business Module 3, Inspiring Yourself and Others, we talk about having a vision and the importance of such in creating success for yourself in your life and in your business. Incentive defines vision as vision goes beyond what one individual can achieve. If a vision has real value, it does more than include others. It inspires them, add value to them, and unites them to your cause. Any successful organization will have a vision. It is a snapshot of what a company will look like at a certain point in time, what it will be doing, and what effect you will be having in your community or even the world. When I think of vision, this is where we want to go 3 to 5 years from now. And know that your vision is where you're heading, though we may not always reach the destination. Imagine we take a road trip. We have the plan, we are driving from Florida to California. We might even have our route mapped out. However, what is the likelihood we're going to make it all the way from Florida up to California without a detour? Heck, we'd be lucky if we can make it out of Florida without a detour. We are on the road, and perhaps while we're traveling, we stop in Colorado and decide, hey, this is it. This is where we want to stay. Is that okay? I say yes. Though here's the thing, we never would have made it to Colorado without the vision of going to California, though. Your vision is your roadmap. During Incentives Ignite Your Business program, we actually have an exercise to get you some ideas in your head of what do we want our life to look like in 3 to 5 years. And we have a template to help bring it all together. We spend a little bit of time writing, and then we share with others for feedback. Our goal is we want to have a vision that inspires us and inspires the people in our network. And we even talk about what to do if you lose your motivation or lose sight of the vision. We talk about setting goals to reach the vision. In this video, though, I want to talk about your vision and how it's important in you getting referrals. Wait, what? Vision and referrals? Sharing your vision with your network allows them to glimpse inside what is driving you each and every day. For example, I could share, hey, I have a goal of 10 new clients, or I can share what I have as part of my vision. Our intention is to help entrepreneurs create that incredible business they've been dreaming of without having to do all the work. They are able to have prosperous businesses while also doing the things that they love in life. Instead of work coming first and then maybe time for play, they live their life in harmony. Instead of our clients simply surviving, our clients thrive. Our clients have the schedule they desire, a growing business, ample time to spend with people that are important to them, hobbies they love to do. They have the time, the energy, and the money to give back to the community and charities that are near and dear to their heart. Their success then leads to more work for all connected with them, creating a significant contribution to boosting the economy. In looking at the two, which is more inspiring to your network? You want to have a vision and share that vision with people in your world. I mean, if we look at the original definition of vision, it's right there. If a vision has real value, it does more than include others. It inspires them, adds value to them, and unites them to your cause. Your goal? Inspire the people in your world to come along with the journey with you. Team is together, everyone achieves more. And I love this quote by Michelangelo. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that our aim is too low and we reach it. So you want to aim high when it comes to your vision. It should almost scare you. It should take your breath away. You should not necessarily know how you're going to get there. That's part of the fun. That's part of the journey. It's where are we headed? And again, if you don't get exactly where we're looking for, that's okay too. But we're going somewhere. We're going to make things happen. It's about creating that amazing business and spectacular life, doing the things that you love in the life that you desire. Now, I know I briefly went over the 7 different types of networking organizations there. This is a conversation that we cover in full in Incentives Ignite Your Business Module 7, which is networking for results. And if you're interested in checking that out and learning more, do feel free to drop me an email. I'd love to have you come out as my guest. For our next topic, let's talk about business networking groups near me. And so when I'm looking for groups, and I do have a slightly longer video on this, so if you want to check that out, I'll put the link in the description below. Otherwise, here's the Cliff Notes version of the conversation. So if you're looking for groups near you, I, number one, will ask people in my network, hey, what groups are you a part of that you love? B, I will go onto social media and ask for recommendations. And when all else fails, C, Google it. And this can be for online groups. This can be for in-person groups. And a lot of them are hybrid and do a little bit of both. So those are your 3 options for how to find those groups to do your networking. Now we've got this fun question of what is the best business networks to join? And it depends. Like there's no right answer. Phil Bedford, who is my counterpart at Incentive in Dubai, his best networking group is a social group. It's a salsa club. And you can check out the Networking at Noon with Phil Bedford, and he talks a little bit about his salsa. For me, BNI has by far been the best networking group for me. I've gotten the majority of my revenue and my clients from there, and all my friends pretty much too. So it's been awesome. But what I want to do is share with you 10 questions that you can ask to see if a group is a good fit for you. So I may not be able to say which one's the best for you, but I can give you some questions. And in addition to sharing them here really quickly, I will put a link to those in the description below as well. Our first question when considering a networking organization is, what is your intention? Are you considering this group for fun, for business, information? And does the group support what you're looking for? Our second question is, does the organization have your target market, your prospects as members? And this needs to be a yes, unless you can answer yes to question number 2. Does this organization have your referral sources as members? It doesn't have to be yes to both, though. If you can find one that's yes to both, I would jump on that. That's amazing, but it doesn't need to be yes to one of the 2. And the fourth question is, how long has this group been in existence? And longer doesn't necessarily mean better. It's just something to consider. A group that's been around for 3 months, I might question its longevity, though I was a member of a chamber years back, and it was an old boys club, and I could not break in. And so the longevity was working against me. So a thing to consider. 5th is, what is the basic philosophy for the organization? And does it fit what you're looking for? 6, how many members does it have? Again, more isn't necessarily better. I would much rather be a part of a 100-member group where most of the 100 members show up on the regular versus a 2,000-member group where only 10 ever show up. Something to consider. 7th is, what is the quality of the membership? And an example of this, so in my area of the world, when I'm in the Wesley Chapel Chamber, their small business category is 5 employees or less. Where in the South Tampa Chamber, their small business category is 25 employees or less. So the size of a small business, which is one way that you could measure the membership, It does make a difference. So you may have to check that out. How often does it meet? The more frequently the organization meets, the quicker you're going to move from the know, like, and trust inside the meeting. If you're in a group that only meets quarterly, then you're going to have to do a lot of outside meetings with people. Not that you're not going to not have to do those meetings in the other groups. I just typically find the more we see people, the quicker we move from the know, like, and trust, from visibility to credibility to profitability, and people want to refer us. Now, I also don't know that I want to be in 3 groups that meet on the weekly basis, so you have to figure out what's right for you. How do other members feel about the group? I do a little bit of research, do a little bit of asking. Do you like it or not? Some people may be members now, but the group's changed, so you have to check it out. And lastly, can I become a relevant or an important player in the organization? I remember years ago when I was training Incentives Ignite Your Business program, there was an insurance agent that says, "Hey, Tiffanie, what do you think? Should I be a part of one of the chambers?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "What?" Because I was heavily involved in the chamber. My husband was on the board, very active, and they were surprised. And I'm like, look, there are 3 insurance agents already that are active on the board, running the committees, in the committees, at every event. So you're going to be struggling for 4th place after the 3 of them. What if instead we could go to a networking event that you get to be the focus and you're not competing against a whole bunch of people to start with? So hopefully those questions will help you to determine what is the best business networking group for you. And I'd love to hear in the comments below, what are some of your favorite networking organizations? What do you like about them so much? And let me say this. Every organization is not for everybody. We don't all like the same flavors. You know, I like to use the example of beer because my husband and I are huge into craft beer. And I'm a huge fan of IPAs and Belgians. The stouts, not so much. So I don't like Guinness. However, is Guinness a bad beer? No, it's like my uncle's favorite beer. That's like almost all he drinks. It's like his thing. Every brewery we go to, do you have Guinness? No. Something like Guinness? No, it's not Guinness. I mean, it's his love. But we all have our favorite flavor. And so to me, if an organization is not the right fit for you, I mean, it could be bad. That's a whole different conversation. But just because it's not the right fit for you doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not right for you. And it's totally fine. Let's move on and find the one that we do love. So are business networking groups worth it? In my mind, the answer is a resounding yes. Oh my gosh. I look at my business and I can attribute over 90% of my business to connections that I've made inside networking groups. It's only about 3 or 4% that I've gotten from outside of networking organizations. The groups help foster a community, which help moves you through that know, like, and trust, so people are much more ready to refer you. Now, that being said, I do have a whole video on the advantages and disadvantages of being a part of a networking group. So that makes it a little bit easier on you to see more thoughts. Because here's the thing, it is going to take work for these networking groups. That's, it's networking. You've got to work them, but the results can be phenomenal. Hopefully now you are better armed to go out there and find the networks that work for you. And if you haven't already, go down below into the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the best business networks. And while you're down there, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more ideas on networking and referral marketing. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Happy networking, y'all.